is going on YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Crusaders, where we dominate crypto one currency at a time. Before getting started, would like to ask, please smash that like button, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Helps me make these videos and helps me find the newest coin for you guys. With that being said, I am also not a financial advisor. Please trade at your own risk and do your own research. This video was made for entertainment purposes only. GMR holders, diamond handlers, emerald handlers, if you are a GMR holder, we have some updates for you today. Earlier they had a Q&A session. They made an announcement on the summary of the Q&A session. So we're basically going to go over the summary. So summary Q&A 1/6/2021. Only important question. Number 1, marketing strategy. What are the activities planned? So they reached out to the largest content creators in the world, Twitch, YouTube, etc. 250k Warzone tournament will be kicked off very soon. So they talked about payments. They must follow a contract and can't pull out money at the same time. Makes sense? So we don't have a fear of a big dump, which is reassuring. Some of the bigger crypto channels on Twitter will talk about us soon. So that is very nice and promising that they're going to talk about them soon. Graphics is currently being done. A TikTok competition will be announced in a few hours. Getting the GMR Brown out is key, and everything will be going big and global. You'll be seeing the GMR logo everywhere, so that's the goal. If you're a holder of this token, the goal is to see the GMR on the games that you might not even suspect. For example, games like maybe RuneScape or games like World of Warcraft. Who knows? Eventually, if you believe in the project, this will be the mainstream go-to for many gamers out there. Number 2, there was an update on the GMR sensor. So as soon as the GMR sensor is launched, a lot of the planned marketing will go into full force. So that's reassuring. They're gonna, once they release the sensor, they will advertise the heck out of it. Just be patient, holders, okay? The GMR sensor is in its final testing stage, but we can't give a date right now. Okay, that makes sense. A tech-only kind of AMA will be done, alright? We will have an early bird registration system dropping very sharply, and those will have a special badge and additional features. So number 3, update on the Certic audit. So look, that's good, they're getting audited, which adds to the validity of the project. It's still in process, long in process for a full audit. Once it's passed, we will directly get details. So any new exchanges in the work? So loads of exchanges have reached out, which is good. Instead of them reaching out, exchanges reach out to them. Some exchanges will be announced soon. Then they try to pick the best one that will bring the volume back. So the ones that will reach out, or the ones that have already reached out, are looking at the volume thing. Any milestone. So they're talking about any huge achievements so far. And one of them is the Warzone tournaments for this week. Exclusive rare NFTs for free. Free. Exclusive GMR. And more with the exchange coming. How will we leverage the Toropium partnership besides MATTHD? So that's a huge one. Recently they partnered with Toropium, who has a base of 50 million users, and people have been wondering how will they utilize them to the best of the partnership. So to address that, they said MATTHD is just the beginning, just a starting point. Just a starting point. Loads of tournaments will be done with them. Remember, 50 million followers. It will be beneficial for GMR. That is very beneficial because that is a lot of people. They have massive connection to the gaming industry. Now imagine 50 million people talking about the GMR token. The outreach is insane. Number 7, part of the questions. Is there any status on the 250k tournament? What is the latest? Again, the price pool will be fully protected, okay? Number 8, the price difference between Bitmart and PooCoin. So if you do not know, Bitmart is a crypto exchange. I think they're ranked 100 plus, somewhere there. And PooCoin is also it's an app that lets you look at the prices of many of the newer coins, especially on the Binance Smart Chain. So is there any differences between the two? On the exchanges, liquidity needs to be provided. Seriously, I won't write that down because you should know how the basics of crypto works. But if I write this down, if you transfer your coins to another exchange, you will have to pay a 10%, which is pretty straightforward. And I do agree that if you are going to get into crypto, you will need to know the basics of it, especially when it comes to volatility, because if you're not used to 80% dips and more and how things work with the whales ecosystem, then it will catch you off guard and you will be regretting you ever went into crypto. Now it talks about number 9, reflections between exchanges, how often. So by that it means the more when you hold the GMR token, you are supposed to gain more GMR due to the tokenomics of the coin. Now it varies between exchanges, but looks like Bitmark has a monthly reflection and it's collected in a ghost wallet. So at the end of the month, if you're holding the GMR finance token, you will receive a distribution of the amount of tokens you earn just for holding the token. So questions for the community. Any upcoming partnerships with Esports? Yes, Toropium. But they will probably reach out to another company based in the US. Some big talents will be coming to the Warzone tournament. Manual burning milestones. It is explained in the white paper. In Q3, the total supply will be reduced, which is great news. Adds to the scarcity of token and the price will rise. Will there be a testnet for the GMR sensor? No. It will already be tested, which makes sense, and you will directly be connecting to your real wallet. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Will GMR restrict usage of their coins? It's kind of impossible to stop accepting crypto in a way, so it is up to you to check if it is legit or not. Okay, E, what happens when 100% of the coins are burned? I personally suggest going back to math class and have a look at the definition of a Horo's asymptote. Seriously. This goes back to learning about crypto. Obviously, 100% of the tokens or coins cannot be burned. It has to stop at some point because if that happens, then there wouldn't be a point to creating a cryptocurrency if everything would be burned. Uncertain about the cash generation. Uncertainty about the cash generation. Okay, have patience. There is a real use case and it will be seen. It will be fantastic and they will communicate it. Okay? How to not leave PancakeSwap behind. So I'm guessing by this they mean like in the future, as it gets more mainstream, maybe PancakeSwap will be less and less used. The only benefits I do see to that is it ties really well with the Trust Wallet integration, which is really nice. But they say PancakeSwap competition will be hosted. And on top of that, I know there are liquidity pools that you could stake your tokens in PancakeSwap, which can be a cause of concern if they leave. Does GMR plan to be a multi-chain in the future? Example, jump on ETH. Yes, that is possible. Very reassuring if they do decide to be a multi-chain. The whole project of GMR will never be finished, meaning that it is an ongoing project, and as with many of these other cryptocurrencies, there is so much potential it could reach. Who knows how high it could reach. Is GMR planning betting or gambling? Okay, they are thinking about it. But gambling always has legal issues. It won't be a main priority. So for you gamblers, if you are heavy into going to the casino and gambling, this is reassuring for you. Obviously, this would be optional in the long term if this does become or turn into fruition. But overall, a lot of updates today. Overall, a lot of stuff happening here. Again, if you are a holder, this is a long-term project. Do not be dissuaded by the nasty depths that is taking place currently. If you see this for what it is in the long run, and they are already making moves within the gaming industry with the Teropium partnership and whatnot. Now imagine like maybe 1 year to 2 years from now when you'll see GMR everywhere on gaming apps, on maybe Steam, who knows? But that is really huge, and if you're a diamond hander, applauds to you. So overall, this is great news for GMR. They are expanding even wider, and it'll be exciting to see what the future holds. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.